70 years, whenever there was a job to do, Ford trucks helped haul it, tow it, build it, or grow it. There was always one thing you could count on: Ford's heritage of uncompromised toughness. Stated another way, it's built Ford tough. Just how tough is Ford tough? Well, most Ford truck owners are satisfied that it's tougher than they need. But some customers are a little harder to satisfy. This is Bigfoot, 15,000 pounds of marauding steel sitting atop tires 5.5 to 10 feet in diameter. Actually, there are 6 different Bigfoots, all built by Bob Chandler. He's specialized in these highly customized monster trucks since he built the original Bigfoot back in 1974. Chandler and his creations have towed weight sleds and crushed cars all across the country. That experience has resulted in numerous trial and error modifications. But all of Chandler's $150,000 monster trucks still have one thing in common.
Ford. That's where it all started for me. I wouldn't even try something like this with any other truck. It's just the way Ford puts their trucks together. Tough. You want to know why people love the Ford Bigfoot? Because it really is as tough as it looks.
Bob Chandler has a rather unique application for his vehicles. He's staked his reputation on toughness, and he always delivers. The way a truck is put together can be just as important for the average owner who stakes his own reputation and maybe his job on tough truck quality. That's why Ford takes great pride in the fact that based on actual owner experience, Ford makes the best-built trucks in America. It's a tremendous consumer testimonial that there are more Ford F-Series trucks on the road than any other vehicle. In fact, Ford F-Series is the best-selling nameplate, car or truck, in the United States. This bold new design is the latest generation F-Series pickup. Its aerodynamic styling reduces air drag, gives the truck a more contemporary appearance. But the new shape of tough continues to meet or exceed all of Ford's durability standards set for previous F-Series trucks. Since it is so new, it's a good time to see exactly what does make a Ford truck like this one so tough. It all starts with input directly from consumers in market research sessions conducted all across the country. People who actually use Ford products tell us what they like or don't like about a particular feature or an entire vehicle. Listening better to consumers gives Ford designers and engineers better ideas. For example, when truck owners said they wanted an ergonomic, driver-oriented interior, Ford responded with seats that feature supportive flexilator springs and safety belt comfort regulators, plus a standard instrument panel with a center-mounted speedometer for visibility, gauges as well as indicator lights, and side window demisters. In fact, former truck owners may be surprised to see how much a tough truck can pamper them these days. Even the standard F-Series truck features an electronic AM radio, digital clock, and an inside hood release. While this top-of-the-line XLT Lariat adds cloth door and seat trim, a folding center armrest, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and a wood-tone instrument panel. Even a luxury car alert chime. And when buyers told Ford they wanted greater value, Ford created special preferred equipment packages for F-Series, which combine popular options like speed control, air conditioning, a sliding rear window, and swing-away mirrors into more affordable packages that, when purchased as a group, can save you over $1,000 compared to the sticker price if you bought the items separately. More value. Some truck owners told us they needed a strong tailgate that could support heavy loading. As a result, the new F-Series tailgate has been reinforced and new features added, such as a new door-type latch and a self-centering mechanism. At the other end of the truck, owners who spend a lot of time on gravel roads complained about damage to headlights. So F-Series new Aero headlights are made of a tough polycarbonate material that's at least 10 times more impact resistant than glass lamps. Now, let's take a look at that in slow motion. At the same time, the halogen bulb can be easily replaced from under the hood without using tools, and the light does not have to be re-aimed. The point is, it is possible to make a truck tougher, more civilized, easier to service, and better looking. And that's all part of a customer-focused design process. And at Ford, that process uses computers to significantly cut the time necessary to get products to the market. Before the truck is actually built, computer-aided design techniques help engineers fine-tune different components. Other techniques allow engineers to program in different performance variables like spring rates, suspension, and steering geometry. This can save thousands of hours of trial and error. But ultimately, many components have to be individually tested. Take the twin I-beam independent front suspension. Like the twin traction beam on 4x4 models like this one, it's a Ford exclusive that contributes to riding comfort because the force of bumps or ruts encountered by one wheel isn't transmitted to the other. There have been nearly 12 million F-Series trucks sold since the twin I-beam was introduced back in 1965, and each time there was a significant design change, the whole system had to be proven all over again. And that may seem like a lot of trouble, but that's how you continue to improve the quality. In the new F-Series, for example, special sleeves were added to the wheel spindle that permit the caster and camber to be easily changed to optimize tire wear characteristics by adjusting for unusual loading conditions. F-Series also features nitrogen gas pressurized shocks. They're more resistant to fade than regular shocks, and that's important when the going gets tough. In fact, a lot of individual components had to be retested when the new F-Series was designed, including the all-important powertrain. The backbone of any truck is its powertrain, and the F-Series 4.9-liter 6, already the largest standard 6 on the market, now features multiple-port electronic fuel injection for more accurate control of fuel, smoother running, and easier starting. The 4.9-liter EFI engine had to be thoroughly tested before it could rejoin Ford's powerful F-Series engine lineup, which also includes the fuel-injected 5-liter V8, the 5.8-liter high-output V8, the 7.5-liter V8, which is the largest engine on the light truck market, and the 6.9-liter diesel, the most powerful diesel engine available in a light truck. Likewise, F-Series body now features double-sided galvanized steel, as well as galvanized steel for some body parts which were previously untreated. That helps provide greater corrosion protection, and it meant going back to the testers. For example, the 87 F-Series had to be certified for crashworthiness. F-Series new climate controls are designed to be best in class and had to withstand tests in sub-zero winter cold and the sizzling heat of the summer desert. The new F-Series features a larger capacity battery with a bottom hold-down battery tray for easy service. But even this detail was individually stress-tested and retested in the laboratory to assure it fully met Ford durability standards. F-Series also features electronic engine controls on all EFI engines and extra care details like all-weather wiring harness connectors and bulkhead disconnects, which allow easier diagnosis and repair. To make sure that sophisticated electronic systems, which include the engine controls, are properly shielded from electromagnetic interference, the new F-Series was run through a special anechoic chamber. Think of it as a huge microwave oven. The chamber showers the truck with radio frequency energy higher than the allowable recommended for humans, but the truck still must run properly. One electronically controlled feature of the new F-Series is actually an industry first, a rear anti-lock brake system, which helps the driver maintain proper control during braking regardless of road or load conditions. This system also had to make the grade from design to simulation to real-world component tests. Nobody said it was easy to earn the Ford Oval. Gradually, the components came together. But ultimately, no completed truck is ever certified Ford Tough until it can beat the Arizona Proving Ground. This is boot camp for Ford trucks. Foot for foot, you probably couldn't find a more difficult location in America to push a truck to its limits. That's what the Arizona Proving Ground was designed for. Summer or winter, rain or shine, day or night, the trucks run. I could spend a lot of time trying to describe it to you, but then you'd have to take my word for it. So instead, let's take this F-150 4x4 once around to show you some of the things it had to go through. You can decide for yourself, how tough is Ford Tough?
The streets and trails and roads, we're carrying people and hauling loads. When tough men need tough trucks and goods not enough. America's truck is built for tough. The new shape of tough is the one we've got. A look that is new and a look that's hot. When tough men need tough trucks and goods not enough. America's truck is built for tough. You can go to the good times or work in the rough. When you're talking Ford truck, then you're talking tough. Ford's #1 now, and we mean to stay by building them better in every way. When tough men need tough trucks and goods not enough. America's truck is built for tough. You can go to the good times or work in the rough. When you're talking Ford truck, then you're talking tough. Ford's #1 now, and we mean to stay by building them better in every way. We're ready to call our competitors bluff. America's truck is built for tough. America's truck is built for tough.
Well, that's one. To qualify as Ford Tough, an F-150 4x4 like this had to do 265 miles of that kind of driving every day for 98 days. A total of some 25,000 miles. And then it went another 25,000 miles just to wring out the powertrain a little more. Now, for most real-world drivers, that's equivalent to at least 100,000 miles of hard use with nothing but regular scheduled maintenance. Now, if any major component or system failed during a test, it was redesigned. And then everything started all over again. Of course, most owners wouldn't subject their kind of trucks to this sort of torture intentionally, but for the person who occasionally pushes to the limit, it's good to know Ford's been there first.
Ford's #1 now, and to stay by building